This is an easy question. This is a solution to the exercise question that appears in NCERT textbook for class 10. Exercise 4.3, it's a quadratic equations question. It's a word problem. The diagonal of a rectangular field is 60 meters more than the shorter side. If the longer side is 30 meters more than the shorter side, find the sides of the field. So essentially we've been given the measure of the diagonal and the longer side in relation to the shorter side. Using this, first step, let's frame the equation. The equation that we'll be getting is obviously a quadratic equation. Step 2, we'll either factorize a quadratic equation if it's possible. Otherwise, let's use the formula, quadratic formula, to find the answer. Even in this, where it is factorizable, spend first 10-15 seconds to check out whether you are able to factorize it. It might be a factorizable question, but you may not figure it out. In that case, go and use the formula. Don't waste too much time. Let's get started. Let's start with step number 1. I'm going to assign a variable. The shorter side BC, let's say it measures x meters. This is the shorter side, measures x meters. Let's pick the first statement. It says the diagonal is 60 meters more than the shorter side. AC is a diagonal. It's 60 meters more than the shorter side. So AC is going to be equal to the shorter side x plus 60 meters. So this is equal to x plus 60. The next statement says that the longer side measures 30 meters more than the shorter side. Longer side is AB. Shorter side measures x. So AB is going to be x plus 30. So measure of the longer side AB is equal to x plus 30. So establish all three information in terms of one variable that we have taken, which is in terms of x. Look at this right triangle ABC. In right triangle ABC, using Pythagoras theorem, we can say the square of the hypotenuse, which is AC square, is equal to sum of the squares of the other two sides, which is AB square plus BC square. Let's substitute all of these in terms of x. AC is equal to x plus 60. So square of AC is x plus 60, the whole square. AB square is equal to x plus 30, the whole square, plus BC square is equal to x square. Let's expand both these terms. It's going to be x square, which is a square, plus 2ab, which is 120x, plus b square, which is equal to 3600. This is equal to, in this case, it's x square, plus 2ab is going to be 60x, plus b square is equal to 900, plus x square. If you take this x square to the right hand side, one of the x squares will cancel with this x square on the left hand side. Let's take the 120x to the right hand side. So we'll write it in this step. There is an x square left here. Take this 120x to the right hand side. 60x minus 120x will leave us with a minus 60x. Take the 3600 to the right hand side. 900 minus 3600 will leave us with a negative 2700. All of this is equal to 0. So step 1, framing the equation is done. We got a quadratic equation. Let's quickly summarize this part in a printed form. AC equals x plus 60. The shorter side measures x. The longer side is 30 more than the shorter side. So AB is equal to x plus 30. In right triangle ABC, we're going to apply Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is equal to x plus 30. AC is equal to x plus 60. So substitute those and BC as an x. Expand these two terms. This is what we are going to take. Take all terms to one side. Cancel like terms can be cancelled. We'll end up with a quadratic equation, which is x square minus 60x minus 2700. Step 2, we need to find the value of x. We'll try and factorize it. Is it factorizable? Yes, it certainly is. Product is equal to minus 2700. Sum is equal to minus 60. 90 into 30 will give you a 2700. So one of this is going to be negative. The other is going to be positive. Sum is negative, which means that we're going to go with a minus 90 and a plus 30. So let's take that and do it here. X square minus 90x plus 60x plus 30x, plus 30x minus 2700 is equal to 0. Take x as a term common between these two terms. X into x minus 90. Let's take 30 as a common term from the third and the fourth term. This is going to leave us with an x minus 90 is equal to 0. Take x minus 90 as a term common from these two expressions. So you'll have x minus 90 into x plus 30 equals 0. Product of two numbers is 0 when at least one of the numbers is 0. That leaves us with x to be equal to 90 and x to be equal to minus 30. What is x? X is the measure of the shorter side. Measure of sides of rectangles cannot be negative. So x cannot be equal to minus 30. So the shorter side BC measures 90. The longer side AB is equal to x plus 30. So that's going to be equal to 90 plus 30, which is equal to 120 meters. So what are the measures of the two sides? One side, the shorter one measures 90 meters. The longer one measures 120 meters. Summarize this factorization in a printed form. factorizes as x square minus 90x plus 30x minus 2700 equals 0. So it will leave us with x minus 90 into x plus 30 equals 0. So x is either 90 or x is equal to minus 30. Length cannot be negative, so this is not possible. The shorter side measures 90, longer side is 30 more than that, it measures 120 meters.